Okay, so here
We play
Bhend.
against Bhend. Bhend was one of the most well-known players from Switzerland. He was old enough, but he was still very strong in that time. And he tried to play against me here one of the variations preferred by Spassky himself. Spassky played, sometimes this line for white, which seems a little bit more quiet compared with some other lines from Sicilian, but is dangerous, because white is coming very quickly in all positions with every piece, I mean, bishop b2 is still all right there, for the moment. And later on, he plays knight c3, d4, bishop d3, and so on, building a very strong position after the opening immediately. And you have to try to get some counterplay by simple moves, but you have to find the best way to do it, with black. It's not very difficult, but it's okay. It's very instructive. b6, you try to demonstrate with black that white doesn't have too much. I mean, if it has some small advantage, it's very small. So you keep doing the good moves. I mean, the good plan for black is to put the bishop in b7. Afterwards, you are coming with the knight in f6, bishop e7, and castle. This later on, you can castle. And then it's more or less all right, the position. So a6, now d4, of course. Another plan was to play d3 and afterwards g3, bishop g2, very quiet with white, But like this, he plays a little bit more active, All right, so as you can see, white has already 3 pieces out already. Black has only 1 piece, only the bishop from b7. Therefore, we can consider that white is slightly better, a little bit, Okay. So d6, bishop d3, knight f6, castle, no? Knight b7, very good. Knight b7 is very good because the knight is coming to c5. You want to trade the knight from d7
for the bishop
against the bishop from d3. Yeah.
But why not coming here?
Another line was to play knight there. Afterwards, if you put the knight in c6, he takes simply in c6. You take back with the bishop. Queen e2, he attacks the pawn from a6. Probably you have to go back with the bishop in b7, and then he comes very quickly with f4, f4, rook e1, f5 or e5, and so on. White is clearly better, in every position. So you have to be careful, Queen e2, okay, knight c5. Here, black is all right, It's no danger, Rook d1, and now, okay, you go to e7, and we have time to castle, This is the idea, later on. After the opening, we can say that black is more or less, content, let's say, even game. So fair. But you have still to be a little bit careful with black, for a few moves. f4 castle, and now king h1. He is waiting and prepares, later on an idea with f5 or e5 or g4, but he has to decide what to do, with white. So, all right, after king h1, queen c7, normal Sicilian until here. See? It seems that white is a little bit better because he has more space. Now again, he wants a little bit too much by playing b4. I mean, he forces you to decide what to do.
With the knight.
So, okay, you take in d3, black is taking in d3. He wants to take anyway, in d3. So, okay, he takes c. And now it seems that he controls the line from c1, after rook c1. But white doesn't have anything here. It's a normal position from Sicilian. Now he changes a little bit the plan. He wants to come with the knight in e3, and finally maybe to play g4, g5. But it's nothing special, you see. It's okay. It seems white has a good game, but it's nothing special. So, okay, queen d7, very good defensive move. So he plays a3, okay, he prepares, everything is defended. Yeah.
Why c7 is a good...
Queen d7 is good because later on, the queen from d7 controls the square a4, and in the same time you go away from this open line, later on white had maybe the idea to play rook to c1 on the open line, you see. The queen in c7 is okay, the queen is very good position, and we prepare, this idea with rook c7, rook c8. We control the c line. Yeah. So, okay, so finally he tries to open the position, e5. Knight e5 much better than taking immediately in e5. And now he has to decide again what to do. Takes in d5 or plays knight e4. Okay, he played knight e4. And now it seems that white has something, but again, here you have to decide what to do. And finally, we have a very strong move by trading some pieces. Rook takes c2 is right. No, he has to take. And now knight e3. We take back the exchange. In every position, we have at least an even game with black. So black finally has an idea to play against the pawn from d3. And with the black bishop later on in endgame, we are better because the pawns from b4, a3, and e5 are on black, So therefore, black is a little bit better in every endgame or middle game. So, right, we took back the exchange, rook c8. So for him, it's difficult to find something. He doesn't have anything with white here, So from now on, okay, we trade the strong knight from e4, and finally here, very strong move, bishop g5. So everything is defended. You see the difference. The bishop from g5 is playing. The bishop from b2 from the moment doesn't play. He has some pawns on black, therefore black is better. And for the moment we have also the C line, And he has a small weakness, the pawn from d3. Okay, queen f3, g6. Now we are prepared in every position. We have a possibility to go away with our king. It's no mate threat anymore in any position. So we have to play carefully, but it's clearly better for black already, So queen f2, b5, okay. You see, every pawn that I have is on white.
Yeah.
That makes big difference. We'll see why.
Yeah.
So, okay, b5. a3, what to do? He has to defend himself also against any threat. So now, of course, if you want to take in d3 later on, it's difficult because he could come to a7 or to b6, and it's not clear, Maybe he could save the game, you see. So rook c8 is very good defensive move. I played bishop d4. He's trying to play, to block something and to have some counterplay. And right now, we have time to trade rook, Rook c1 is very strong because now if you take, look, again, the difference I told you before, everything on black, you see. If he plays back the bishop in b2, he loses at least a pawn. The pawn from d3, and afterwards is,
Enough.
So bishop e3, this is the only hope. And now after bishop e3, if you go away with the bishop in a3, he had some threats on the black squares on the other side, But now after queen c7, which is excellent move, you protect everything and you try to arrive in an endgame, in a winning endgame for black, you see, in every position. So what to do now with white? It's very unpleasant, you see. So check with tempo. And now, finally, we took a pawn and we attacked the second pawn in b4 and d3, where the position is almost, already lost for white, you see. By normal play. You have to play very well, but you have to be careful, but he's winning already. So queen d4, king g7 is a very strong move because now you protect the king and he doesn't have any threat to give you, perpetual. So, right, what to do? He was in time trouble already, but, the position is lost anyway. So after queen f4, queen takes d3. So now check, king g8. No perpetual, queen e7. So now, okay, the position is lost already.
Here is no perpetual?
No, but where?
No.
There's no time to give check in d8 because he loses the queen.
Yeah,
he's defended on d8, So 2 points down. Queen d4. So now he has to go there only now. Now again, his last hope, queen c7 is the last hope. If you now I mean, the idea is to take in. He was also winning.
D5, yes.
But if you take in before and he gives check
Before.
in F8, in D8, after King G7, he has the idea, the hope, the last hope, Queen F6 check with some perpetual, you know. But of course, Black would win with Queen F8, you know, that is also winning. But here, King G7 is even better. Now, G3, again, a weakness, you know. Now you take, now you have 3 pawns up, you know. So H4, H5, and white resign.
Yes.
Demonstration, you know, in endgame. How you can win a winning position. And why a small edge is enough to win against a strong opponent, you see.
So actually, this pawn...
Well, he didn't really understand anything from this game, you know. I mean, he was trying to trade some pieces, thinking the position is still probably even. Before, he was trying to attack a little bit, you know, to have some attacking chances. But in any position, Black reacted very well. And in every position, Black was a little bit better. The slight edge was enough in every position. Technique again, you know. Strategic game, very nice strategic game, but enough to try to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not really very spectacular, but very nice technique, you know, very instructive, you see.